Happy Tuesday, guys. Okay, so today we're going to jump right in again. And a question I've seen a few times now is promotion and sales. People get really uncomfortable with selling, with promoting their service or their product, their offer, and sales are hard. But we don't need to be afraid of them. So I'm going to just go over a couple tips on how to self-promote in a non-sleazy way. So regardless of what you're selling, whether you're selling, if you're with a direct sales company, if you are a virtual assistant, OBM, or if you have your own product. So regardless of what it is, how do we do this without feeling sleazy? Because oftentimes sales just don't feel good, right? So know your values of your product. Like, what are the values of your product? Why is it worthwhile? Why would someone want it? And also own that. If you are going to sell something, whether it's a product, a service, you need to completely and 100% back it and believe it. Because if you don't believe in what you're selling, if you think it's not worth what the price point is, or if you think it's a scam, then don't do it. And people are going to they're going to buy from you and then realize you scam them and they're never going to trust you again, or they're just going to call your bluff from the very beginning and ignore everything you do and not listen to you. Okay? So really make sure that what you are selling and what you're promoting is worthwhile and you believe in it. Because if you don't believe in your product or your service, it's just not going to work. Okay? So when you're discussing what you're offering, and whether that's on a post that you've created, maybe you're going live on social media, maybe you're having a one-on-one conversation, whether through Messenger or in person, what you really want to do is start with value. So what is the value of your offer? Why would they be interested? What's in it for them? Okay. You don't want to talk about what's in it for you, how that's going to benefit you, or what, your business growth, whatever that is. They don't care. They care about the value of the product or the offer for them. And so you really need to listen to what problems they have rather than continually seeking opportunities. So oftentimes people, and I see this in direct sales, but I've also seen it on coaching calls, is they can't wait to find that moment to pitch their offer to you, right? They're just, buy this sale, da, da, da. Like, that's their whole focus. And you know it from the very beginning. When you get that first message or when they first start talking to you, you know a sales pitch is coming. And you're already at that point when you know the sales pitch is coming, you've checked out. You no longer trust what they're going to say. You might listen to them if they're your friend, but most likely you're done. And it's going to be really hard for them to pull you back in when they're just, the only point of the conversation is to seek an opportunity to pitch you. Okay, so instead, I want you guys to be having conversations, like real conversations, to build relationship, to check in with people, to see how people are going. And if your offer doesn't come up, then your offer doesn't come up. But if you hear a problem or something that they are seeking that you know that your offer or your product can solve or be helpful, there's your opportunity. That's the true opportunity of when you present what you do or what you offer, are selling, etc. Okay, so the sale has to be in the back. Like, we need to make sales, we need to make money if we're running a business, but you can't continually just pitch people over and over and not have it feel sleazy. Okay, so self-promotion is fine, but you have to be intentional. And don't try to be someone you're not. When you're doing a sales call, discovery call, you're in Messenger, you're out and about chatting with someone, don't be anyone else. So we all see these people who are doing really well, whether it's in direct sales, or maybe they're an online business coach, or they're a virtual assistant who have a ton of clients and they're making a lot of money. And oftentimes people want to imitate how they act. Are they loud and obnoxious? And that's not you. Don't be loud and obnoxious if that's not you, because that somehow works for them. It's not going to work for you. It's going to come off fake. People are going to see right through it. You need to be you. And oftentimes we go back to that self-talk in our head. We tell ourselves, well, me is not good enough. Who I am is not good enough, right? And that's a complete lie. There are people out there who need you just as you are. They need you with your personality, with your way of talking, with your way of sharing and caring. So you need to be sincere because people are going to recognize that. They're going to recognize when you aren't sincere, and they're going to recognize when you are. So just be your genuine self and never act like someone you aren't. Another thing, you got to recognize that the world doesn't owe you anything. Oftentimes I hear, I started this business and my friends don't even buy from me. My family doesn't buy from me, or that list of 100, how you have to put out your family and friends. And then people get really disappointed because either their friends get mad or maybe one out of that list of 100 actually buys what you have or signs up or enrolls in your course or whatever it is. But no one owes you anything. And going out there with this mentality of, well, they have to buy it, they have to sign up because they're my, mother, my brother-in-law, da 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 da. But they don't. Okay, they don't owe you anything when it comes to your business, and it burns bridges when we expect people to do something just because of the relationship we have, as far as business goes. And that's just, it's not a good way to promote your business. You can let them know what you're doing, but you can't expect them to spend money on it, okay? And once you accept that the attention that you receive or the business that you receive is earned and you aren't entitled to anything, you actually are going to bring on a bigger audience, a bigger, more engaged community. And the final thing, just as far as how to self-promote without being non-sleazy, is to build a better product. Okay. And, that might be easier for those of you who have created your own, digital products or online courses, or if you're a virtual assistant, developing your skills more. But if you are in direct sales, you can still make your product better. So what kind of community can you create around your product? What kind of online course could you create that goes alongside whatever they're buying, right? So always trying to create more and create a better experience for them, whether it's a product, service, or whatever you're offering, is always going to bring at least more interest into your business. And we always want to improve. We always want to be enhancing our client success, our client experience. So those are just some ideas on how you can self-promote without being sleazy, because we don't want to be sleazy. We want to feel good. So number one, always feel good about what you're offering. If you don't value it, if you think it's a scam, people are going to read right through you, and then you're going to burn bridges and not have future clients. So be you, present a valuable, worthwhile product, and just show up. Okay? So I love you all, and I will talk to you soon.